In the ever-evolving world of hip-hop, two prominent figures have recently made headlines for contrasting reasons. Lil Durk, a Chicago-born rapper, was arrested on federal charges, while Atlanta's own Young Thug secured his release from jail to house arrest. Let's delve into the details of these events, the underlying stories, and what it all means for the future of both artists. Lil Durk's arrest on October 24, 2024, sent shockwaves through his fan base and the hip-hop industry at large. Known for his gritty storytelling, vivid lyrics, and unapologetic portrayal of life on the streets, Durk has long captivated listeners with his raw depictions of Chicago's realities. Yet this time, he finds himself entangled in something far graver than a lyrical feud or musical rivalry. Facing federal charges that could potentially end his career. The indictment alleges that Durk orchestrated a murder-for-hire plot targeting fellow rapper Quando Rondo, a move believed to be rooted in the tragic 2020 loss of his close friend, King Von, who was gunned down in Atlanta. Authorities suggest that this alleged revenge plot is part of a chain of retaliatory actions linking back to King Von's untimely death. The case has cast a dark cloud over Durk's career, as fans and the industry grapple with the serious accusations against him. The case against Durk took a significant turn when authorities connected the 2022 shooting of Quando Rondo's cousin, Xavier Robinson, to a chain of revenge allegedly linked to Durk. The incident, which occurred at a gas station in Los Angeles, resulted in Robinson's tragic death. Authorities believe this act was part of a broader cycle of retaliation, sparked by Durk's association with past conflicts involving Rondo and the late King Von. Now, with the federal indictment accusing him of conspiracy to commit murder for hire, the stakes are extraordinarily high. A conviction could mean years behind bars, casting a long shadow over his career. Currently held without bond in Broward County Jail, Durk awaits transfer to Los Angeles, where he will face the intense scrutiny of the legal system in what could be a pivotal trial for the rapper. The charges against Durk are enough to shake even a seasoned artist, and the potential impact on his life, family, and career could be staggering. Facing a prolonged legal battle could bring his music and public appearances to an abrupt halt, risking a disconnect from his fans and stalling the momentum he's built. Durk has had brushes with the law before, but nothing as grave as this. His rumored ties to Chicago's gang scene have long been a source of controversy, sparking public debate about the influences shaping his music and persona. Now, these severe charges cast a shadow that risks shifting the focus away from his artistry to his alleged connections to the streets. For fans, this news is a whirlwind of mixed emotions. Disappointment and concern for his legacy on one side, and unwavering support from those who hope he'll prove his innocence on the other. In a surprising twist, Young Thug, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, finds himself on a markedly different path. After spending over 2 years in jail on serious charges, including racketeering and gang conspiracy, Thug's outlook seemed grim. Prosecutors had painted him as a key figure behind much of Atlanta's street violence, casting doubt on whether he'd see freedom anytime soon. But on October 31, 2024, Thug secured a plea deal that granted him release from jail, though it came with significant strings attached. His sentence now includes time served, along with a 15-year probation period. Despite being free from his cell, Thug's life remains under close scrutiny, as he must serve his probation under strict house arrest conditions. His movements and associations are highly restricted, meaning his freedom is far from complete. Still, this turn of events gives him a chance at a fresh start, though within carefully monitored boundaries. The terms of Young Thug's house arrest are far from lenient. His movement is strictly controlled, barring him from associating with known gang members and even prohibiting him from entering certain areas of Atlanta associated with past controversies. It's a delicate balancing act. One misstep, and he risks being sent straight back to jail. While under house arrest, Thug still has some leeway to work on music, connect with fans online, and keep his career alive, but he must be exceptionally careful. For Thug, this arrangement is both a blessing and a considerable challenge. He's regained a level of freedom, yet it comes with significant restrictions that will test his discipline and resolve. His fans are ecstatic to see him out, eager for new music and optimistic that he'll make the most of this fresh chance. Known for his genre-bending style and unique sound, many believe Thug can still make waves in the industry, even with these limitations. The implications for both rappers are substantial, albeit different. Lil Durk's case is a ticking time bomb, and the outcome could shape his career trajectory for years. If convicted, he could lose years of creative output, and his reputation could suffer within the industry and among fans. The industry itself might shy away from associating with him depending on how the case unfolds. His collaborators and label could find themselves in a tough spot, balancing support for a popular artist with the legal and public relations risks of aligning with someone facing such serious accusations. For young Thug, the story is about redemption and resilience. He has a unique opportunity to pivot, to prove that he's learned from his experiences and can thrive within the boundaries set for him. Being on house arrest limits his ability to tour and make public appearances, but it doesn't strip him of his voice. With modern technology and a solid fan base, he could turn this house arrest into a period of creative reinvention. Thug's supporters are rooting for him, hoping he'll take this chance to distance himself from his past controversies and focus on his artistry. In a way, his situation highlights the resilience of artists who, despite facing challenges, manage to adapt and evolve. These contrasting stories reveal the tightrope that hip-hop artists often walk between their pasts and their futures. The public and industry reaction to these cases varies widely. In Lil Durk's case, his arrest has sparked broader discussions about the cycle of violence and feuds that seem to shadow certain figures in the rap world. It's a conversation that goes beyond Durk, touching on the impact of street affiliations, the dangerous intersections of music and real-life conflicts, and the ripple effect it has on the industry and fans. For young Thug, his release has been largely met with relief and positivity. There's a sense of optimism that he'll use this house arrest as a turning point. But his case also brings up issues surrounding the criminal justice system's approach to artists. The debate around whether lyrics and artistic expression should be used as evidence in court has been reignited. In Thug's case, as in many others, his lyrics were cited in court, which raises questions about freedom of expression and the limitations placed on artists, particularly in the hip-hop genre. These discussions are ongoing, and Thug's experience serves as a focal point for conversations around art, accountability, and the role of the legal system in shaping artists' careers. At the end of the day, Lil Durk and Young Thug's stories are a reminder of the complex reality of hip-hop. It's a genre that doesn't just reflect life, it's lived experience for many of its artists. Both Durk and Thug have used their music to share their stories, struggles, and triumphs. But with fame comes scrutiny, and the line between art and life becomes blurred. For artists like them, success is often accompanied by a past that's hard to escape. A set of influences that shape who they are and how they're perceived. As fans and observers, we have to recognize the human elements behind these headlines. It's easy to get caught up in the sensational aspects of these stories, but these are real people with families, dreams, and challenges. The pressures of fame, the expectations from fans, and the influence of past associations create a volatile mix that can lead to moments like these. While both artists are facing their own battles, it's essential to approach these stories with empathy and a willingness to understand the broader context. Both Durk and Thug represent the ongoing struggle of artists who come from challenging backgrounds and must navigate fame, expectations, and personal growth in the public eye. For Lil Durk, his legal battle is just beginning. The outcome is uncertain, but it's clear that this case will be a defining moment in his career. His fans, family, and the industry are watching closely, hoping for the best, but bracing for the reality that a conviction could bring. Meanwhile, Young Thug's journey continues, albeit under new constraints. For him, this house arrest is an opportunity, a chance to reflect, to rebuild, and perhaps even to change the narrative around his name. In closing, the contrasting journeys of Lil Durk and Young Thug shed light on the broader challenges facing the hip-hop community. It's a world that reflects the realities of its artists, their struggles, and their victories. As we follow these stories, let's remember that behind every headline is a person, an artist, and a story worth understanding. Thanks for tuning in to My Truck Life. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about life on the road, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with all the latest adventures, tips, and behind-the-scenes stories. Drop a comment below if you've got any questions or want to share your own experiences.